Persistent reports in the Arab media claim that Israel and Hamas are discussing a long-term truce, whose main points are an end to the 8-year-long blockade on the Gaza Strip in return for a halt to rocket fire from the enclave. A senior Hamas delegation is on its way to Egypt, where the truce will apparently be discussed. Palestinian Authority leader Mahmoud Abbas, meanwhile, is far from pleased that Israel is set to be negotiating with the greatest rival of his Fatah party. I-24 News reporter Elia Khomberg has more.
Exactly 1 year ago, Israel and Hamas, which rules the Gaza Strip, were still pounding each other in their latest round of fighting, also known as Operation Protective Edge. But now, it seems that the bitter rivals are heading for a semi-permanent solution in the form of a long-term ceasefire, which could be the biggest turning point in years in the regional long-running conflict. After long months of unconfirmed reports and ambiguous rumors, and only a day after a senior Turkish official said a long-term ceasefire is imminent, a senior Hamas delegation is heading to Egypt.
Direct negotiations with the Israeli occupier are not on the agenda of Hamas. If negotiations are necessary, they must be indirect.
The delegation, which is led by the group's leader Ismail Haniyeh, will meet with the head of Egypt's General Intelligence Service, Khalid Fawzi, to discuss the truce. Afterwards, reportedly, Fawzi will visit Qatar and Turkey, who mediated the impending agreement. According to reports, Hamas will agree to a 7 to 10-year-long ceasefire in return for Israel lifting its 8-year-long blockade on the Gaza Strip and establishing a naval passageway between the Strip and Cyprus. A possible prisoner swap might also be a part of such an agreement. This potential breakthrough comes after months of indirect talks through mediators, mainly former British Prime Minister and Middle East Quartet envoy Tony Blair. According to reports in recent days, Blair met for the second time in less than 2 months Hamas leader Khalid Mashal in Qatar to discuss the formula of the looming ceasefire. Reports further indicated that an Israeli delegation arrived in Cairo last week, led by Yitzhak Molcho, special envoy of Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, to meet with Egyptian security officials. Such an agreement, even if inked soon, is not necessarily good news for all Palestinian factions. A deal between Israel and Hamas could easily be seen by the Palestinian Authority as an attempt to bypass it and might trigger an even greater divide between Hamas-ruled Gaza Strip and Fatah-ruled West Bank. But in any case, for Gazans and Israelis, such an agreement, if realized, could mean a completely different future than the one they expected.